Hello, how's it going? So today I wanted to make a video addressing some of the recent controversy from my last video. So first and foremost, I just wanted to say, for all of you guys that I upset, I'm really sorry. That was truly never my intention. And for those of you who have personally been affected by COVID or have had family members affected, I'm so sorry. Every loss is a tragic one, and I'm really sorry that that happened to you. I wanted to get into a little bit about some of the comments because I've spent the past week really looking into what you guys are saying and doing a lot of research and really listening. And I wanted to address a lot of them. So firstly, it is pretty transparent that a lot of you haven't actually watched the original video. What I've realized is people are really upset about the title. So when I made the video, the only intention behind that video was to talk about what living in Tulum is like and Playa del Carmen is like during COVID, because I constantly have so many people ask me that. And when I went to post it, I was like, okay, how can I get views on this? I'm gonna clickbait it. And basically what clickbait means is you make a title that draws attention that isn't necessarily exactly what the video is about. So I titled it, Why You Should Move to Mexico During a Pandemic, which I know, I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend you guys, but if you actually watch the video, I'm not encouraging, traveling around Mexico. I'm basically just laying out the stats. And in the video that I originally created, I was discussing how the COVID numbers were actually on the decline. And when I actually created the video end of December, they were on the decline. It took me a while to edit and post it up because of the holidays and everything. And I should have looked at the updated statistics, and for that I apologize for not. Just recently we were on the decline again, and I'm sure it'll go up and I'm sure it will go down again. That's just the thing with this virus, unfortunately. And you have to do your part in preventing the spread. You have to wear your mask and follow all of the regulations, as I very clearly stated in my original video. I've noticed a lot of people are talking about how they don't think I believe COVID is real, or in masks, or in the fact that there's elderly or immune compromised people in Mexico, which is not true at all. I know COVID's real. I've had many friends who have had it. I think I personally had it as well. And of course I know there's so many people in Mexico that are immune compromised and elderly, but the point that I was making is I'm not traveling around and being super reckless. In the video I even state that make sure that you're following the precautions if you come to a place like this. I'm just basically stating, like, make sure you're comfortable with it. This is what it's like here. I moved here for work and I'm hanging out with the same 10 people who are all young and here knowing the risks. We're not traveling around a lot. We personally aren't immune compromised, and that's why I said I felt personally safer, because I'm not walking around, traveling around, infecting people who could get really sick by this virus. Another thing I talked about is how Mexico is heavily reliant upon tourism, and a lot of you guys were kind of upset saying, no, it's only close to 10%. Yes, this is true, but guys, 1/10 of Mexico's economy comes from tourism. Those numbers are absolutely huge. Approximately 4.5 million jobs are given to locals just through the tourism industry. And that's not even factoring in people who are making money somehow related to tourism, such as construction workers and contractors who are paving roads and putting up new places in Tulum, because places like this are growing exponentially, and places like this are majorly reliant upon tourism, to the point where I've actually had multiple servers and taxi drivers thank me for being here, because when the pandemic hit, they were so terrified that tourism would cut off that they'd no longer be able to feed their families. And in absolutely no way am I saying I'm here solely saving Mexico. I know you guys would be totally fine without me, but what I am saying is it is very important for millions and millions of people that there is some sort of tourism here. That is the reason why the government hasn't closed its borders. So I'm here and I am following every single precaution. I'm following every rule. I'm wearing my mask when I have to wear my mask, of course, and I'm staying far away from people who could possibly get sick with this virus. But being here and supporting the economy is helping out a lot of people. It's so crazy living here and seeing these young kids not in school, instead on the streets selling knickknacks because their families can't afford to feed them by themselves. And take away the tourism, I can't even imagine the shape that some people would be in. Did you know that it is predicted that Mexico is going to lose 245.2 billion pesos worth of tourism? That translates to about $15.5 billion Canadian. And another thing is, it's actually been proven that the percentage of deaths in Mexico is actually going down. Throughout 2020, throughout COVID, the rise in deaths has actually been only 1.06%. So the rise in deaths has been decreasing. And despite the fact that the rise in deaths in Mexico are actually decreasing. These are stats. I'm going to link all of my sources below. But the suicides, because of COVID, because of the lockdowns, has been absolutely skyrocketing. We are social beings and we can't survive without contact, right? To put it in perspective, the rise of calls to the Canadian suicide line has increased by 66% during COVID. 66%. Now take that and imagine that in a third world country without access to these mental health resources, guys. It's absolutely beyond devastating. So all I'm trying to do here is spread some awareness and help the economy, help the locals in any way I possibly can. And despite participating in beach cleanups and giving money to these kids and tipping my service and taxis, you're right, there is absolutely more I can be doing. So I dove into a lot of research and I found a couple of organizations that were really close to my heart that I really resonated with, and I've created a crowdfunding campaign. So the link to that as well as the sources will be below, and if you have any extra dollars to donate, anything helps. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to partner with the Tulum Food Bank. I'm already in discussion with them, talking to them about what food and what products that they need, and I'm actually going to go in with the money and I'm going to personally buy stuff for them. And the second organization is a really incredible one that donates food to Mexican families. It donates money to help support frontline workers, and it also donates medical tests, COVID tests, help in general, because I know that the medical system here is not that great. So I really want to help as much as I can. I really want to thank those of you who have opened my eyes to this, because there are a lot of problems here that need to be fixed, and even if I can raise a little bit and help people in a little way, I am beyond happy that I have the platform to be able to do so. So anyways, guys, I hope that this video provided you with some clarity, and yeah, if you can donate anything, please do. Either way, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I truly wish you nothing but the best, and I hope that you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy during this time. Have a great rest of your day.